Okay, so welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So this evening, back in base camp in my local woods, and it's going to be a bit of a cooking video tonight. So we're going to do hunter's chicken and roast potatoes. It's going to be Dutch oven style, so but without a Dutch oven. So that's going to be the interesting part. Obviously, Dutch ovens are heavy to lug about. If my car would be near a campsite or what have you, ideal thing to cook in, but I wanted to try something a bit different, something that's a bit more portable. So I've got a couple of ideas from other people's cooking videos, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it involves some aluminium mess tins, so we'll see how it turns out. So hopefully I enjoy a nice evening meal and a couple of tins, chill out in the hammock, and then make my way back home. So thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride, and I will bring you back as soon as we've got the fire lit and we can start cooking. So right, we're back. So as you can see, night time has now set in. The fire's going lovely, and I'll just tell you a bit about what we're doing. So we're going to cook Dutch oven style, but without a Dutch oven. So I've got a couple of aluminium mess tins, about £9, two of them. They nest inside each other, from Amazon, various places sell them. And we're going to cover them over with this thick foil from Costco. I think it's Kirkland foil. And what that's going to do is that's going to enable us to put coals on top, just like a Dutch oven. The only thing that we've got to be careful of is, because the aluminium is so thin, we've got to vary our temperature in and out the fire, so that the chicken and the potatoes don't burn, well, don't burn too much. So that's what we're going to do. It's just a hunter's chicken from Morrison's, just bacon wrapped in chicken wrapped in bacon with some cheese and some barbecue sauce. And what we've got going on here is we've just got our potatoes, some baby new potatoes, and I've just been boiling them in some water for 10 minutes, and so we can just soften them up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to drain them off now somehow. We're going to save the water, and the reason we're going to save the water is I do have a water source, but I don't fancy trekking to it in the dark, so I'm going to save the water because it's valuable for using to put out the fire later, or maybe washing some of the utensils, a bit of dirt off them. So you've always got to think ahead. So right, so our potatoes are nice and soft. If we just give them a little shake, it just breaks up the edges, so they hopefully roast a bit nicer. So lovely. Right, so we're just going to add a little bit of oil to them, and I think we'll cook them off in the smaller tin. So this is just a little bit of olive oil, just to coat them, and we're going to put them in the smaller tin, and we're going to utilise the bigger tin for the chicken. So I think the potatoes are going to take slightly longer to roast, so we're going to put them on. We're not going to cover them over just for now, just so that I can keep an eye on them, how can't get my words out, how they're cooking, and as soon as they've started to cook a little bit, I'm going to get the chicken prepared and put that in the larger tin. Okay, I can hear them sizzling away. So I will bring you back in a moment. The magic of video. Hey, what would we do without it? Okay, right, we've got the potatoes taking on a little bit of colour. Right, so let's get the chicken prepared. Now, I've brought with me some gloves so that I don't have to wash my hands, because obviously I don't want chicken juices all over my hands. Okay. So, it comes with a nice little packet of barbecue sauce. I mean, you can make your own quite simply, a chicken breast, some cheese, some bacon, wrap it up in it, and bottle of barbecue sauce, and you've got exactly the same dish. It's just that it was easier to buy. So there you go. So it's just a bit stingy with the bacon, but hey ho, wrapped round. Okay, and let's get the cheese on top. Okay. Right. So I can now take my glove off, and my hands are lovely and clean. So we're going to just put a little bit of oil in there as well on the chicken. Coat it all, and we're going to put them on the fire and start cooking. I'm just going to cook them uncovered for the moment, probably for about 10 minutes, and then we'll cover them over, I think, so they can start cooking through. Just want to keep an eye on them, just so that I can understand how hot the fire is, because straight away that is sizzling. So I think I'm just going to have to move it. I'm going to have to rotate it. It would be ideal if I could have some kind of structure, and the pans above, so it's proper Dutch oven style. So yeah. Quite how I'd support them, I don't know, but I'm going to have a think about that. So yeah, there we go. So I'm going to have a nice can of beer whilst we're waiting for that to lovely. Whilst wait for that to cook, and hopefully we should have Hunter's chicken and roast baby potatoes for tea. Chicken, it's doing fine, it's cooking through. The only problem is the cheese has melted off, gone to the bottom of the pan. So if I was to do it again, I think what I'd do is I'd put the cheese on towards the end with the barbecue sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the chicken. We're going to cover the chicken over, and being careful because this is red hot. And we're going to trap some of that heat in there, and I don't think we need to cover the potatoes over. If they're done before the chicken, we'll cover them over with some tin foil, just to keep them warm. But fantastic, happy so far apart from the cheese. But hey, we can't win them all. Okay, yeah, it's starting to cook through now that the tin foil's on. So I think what we're going to do is, because I forgot my gloves, what I think we're going to do is we're going to use these tongs, and we're going to get some nice coals, and put them on top. Wow, that fire is ferociously hot. So like I say, we're going to put some coals on top so that it starts cooking from above as well. Okay, there we go. Try not to knock the fire over. So there we go, we've got some nice coals on top. Just one more for good luck. Get these coals off. Okay. Try not to get any in the chicken. Alright, right. Well, there. So, we're looking about 79-ish for chicken. and we're at 50, 54, 58, 61. I've just got to move my hand because it's on fire. We're up to 70, 71 in that one, and that one's 76. So yeah, I think we're going to add the barbecue sauce now. Okay. So just because the barbecue sauce has been in with the raw chicken, I'm just going to use a glove. I'm going to pierce the corner of it. That's it, and we're just going to cover it over, like so. There we go. And we're going to cover it back over with a tin. Okay, so we think the chicken's done. The potatoes are definitely done, and let's get the coals off. Take a final temperature reading. Ooh. And make sure it's good to go. Okay. So the potatoes didn't need covering over. Okay, let's put that over there. The potatoes didn't need covering over. They've cooked fine as they were. The chicken definitely needed covering over. And there we go, 80 odd degrees C, and that one is as well. So there we go. Ooh, smoky. So chicken's done, and we're going to plate up and enjoy. So potatoes first. There we go. And I don't want to put the plastic plate too close to the fire, so that we have a melted plate. So the only thing you've got to be careful of is with these mess tins is the handle. Now they have stayed pretty cool, but I did bring with me my pan grips, so if they didn't, I could have used them, because obviously I use them for my other pot for boiling water and what have you. So there we go. Wow. Okay, now this one's a little bit stuck. There we go. Off now. And to be fair, it's only a bit of bacon and the cheese that have actually burnt onto the bottom of the mess tin. So okay, put that to one side now, and there we go. Hunter's chicken and roast potatoes, campfire styley. So yeah, couldn't have gone any better. I was quite worried, to be honest. Never cooked like this before, so let's give it a quick try. Yeah, definitely cooked through, and a little bit of a potato, and it's probably absolutely boiling hot, but that is really, really nice. I don't know whether it's the chicken because it's been cooked on the fire or whether it's the potatoes, but it's taken on a totally different flavour than when I've done it at home. It's the potatoes and the barbecue sauce and the chicken, yeah, it's obviously got some kind of smoky flavour from the fire, and yeah, it's fantastic. Definitely excuse me, definitely be cooking that one again. So thumbs up. Took a little bit longer than half an hour, probably took 40 minutes in total. Obviously with the magic of video I have edited it slightly. It's the first time I've cooked it. I think if I'd covered the chicken over from the word go and put some coals on top, would have been done in the half an hour mark. The potatoes, I was worried at the start, but yeah, they've turned out absolutely magical. So I'm going to enjoy that with a Hop House 13, enjoy my dinner, chill out here by the campfire for a bit, and have a pudding. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.